What's going on, family? Maurice Bay, the helpful trucker here. Just bought a second truck. I want to show it to you guys. Just getting done with the work for the day. And I just copped this bad boy right here, this Sterling. I ain't even sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. But I mean, a friend of mine told me about it. Somebody that's in my network. I always tell you guys you need to be working and building your network. So somebody in my network was telling me about this truck, told me it's a good deal on it. Told me, man, the truck runs. I done drove it. Runs good. Got cold AC in it. Road ready. Needs a few things on it, but he was like, man, it was it's a good deal. So I went over there and talked to the guy last week and went ahead and bought it. Went ahead and decided to go ahead and grab it up. Again, I ain't even 100% sure what I'm gonna do to this with this truck yet. Whether I didn't necessarily buy it to stick another driver on it. I bought it because it was a good deal. I was thinking, I'd grab it up to keep it for maybe a spare or a second truck just in case, I'm gonna have to be down or something like that with my truck in the shop. But I'm not 100% sure, and I'm gonna let you know why in a few minutes. What I'm kind of thinking about, just some stuff to be thinking about. Maybe if you're looking at buying a second truck, because a few things came up that I wasn't thinking about. So, but I'll show you a little bit about the truck, man. It's got good steer tires on it. I don't have a tire depth gauge with me, but I think you should be able to see that. These are almost like brand new tires on the front. Goodyear tires on there. It's got a Detroit motor in it. I'll start it up for you guys in a few minutes. Excuse me, it doesn't have a Detroit motor in it. I'm sorry. It's got a Mercedes-Benz motor in it. And I did a little bit of research on the Mercedes-Benz motors, the MBE 4000 motors, and didn't realize that they were, a bunch of people told me, it's like, hey, they're just like the Detroit 60 series. They're just like those 12.7 Detroits. So my mechanic told me that, and a couple other people told me that as well. Truck's got recaps on the back. I haul around enough weight with these wood chips that I probably want to get those off, but all the recaps are good. It's all good tread. Got good drums on here, good brakes on here all the way around. Slack adjusters, good slack adjusters all the way around. Needs a shock on the other side over there. It's got a shock that's leaking. Airbags is all good. Everything is good on the truck, man. The truck is ready to go. I already ran a load with it. Actually, it's already tagged. It's already insured as well. I got the tags inside. I ain't even put them on the truck yet, but I've already ran a load with this truck, and I did that because I wanted to see how this Mercedes-Benz motor would pull around 50,000 pounds, because that's normally what I'm pulling around. And it didn't pull like my Cummins ISX. It didn't quite pull like that, but it did fine, man, for a backup truck. Again, one of the reasons why I'm not 100% sure exactly what I'm gonna do with the truck yet is because, like I said, I grabbed it up because it was a good deal. All right. And I know you guys are probably hoping that I'm gonna say how much I paid for it. I ain't gonna say it in this video. All right? I ain't gonna put it out there like that. But I mean, I got the truck for a good deal, right? So I was thinking keep it for a spare, right? But I call my insurance company, and the cost of insuring a second truck with who I'm with right now, which is Progressive, I don't want to stretch this out, but between the increase in the cost of insurance and obviously the cost of keeping it registered and keeping the highway use taxes paid on it, my cost of operation has gone up by about $1,200. Even though if I'm using it just as a spare truck, I'm not making any more money. So that's not too bad, but I'm like, man, I ain't too eager about having to pay out an extra $1,200 a month to have a spare truck. I do know that if something happens with my main truck and it's down for a couple of days, I know the first thing that I'm gonna wish that I had is another truck to drive. So I guess because of that, once I kind of heard, once I considered or thought about, which was I had already bought the truck by that point, but once I was thought about, all right, the actual price of keeping it registered and keeping the insurance on it, which again I've already done that, I'm like, all right, so I gotta figure out a way to get this thing producing some income. That's what's got me thinking about maybe I need to go ahead and put a driver on it. I'm not eager to get into putting a driver on the truck. It's a lot that goes into that. I know there's a lot of you guys that have told me in the past, man, look, maybe you should get another truck and stick a driver on that other truck. I would like to know what people's opinion is of that, but I only want to know from people that have second trucks, owner operators that have second and third trucks. In other words, if you're just someone that believes that getting a second or a third truck is the way to do it, but you ain't never had a second or third truck or ran a second or third truck, or you never had an employee, you never worked with subcontractors, you can leave what you think about whether I should stick a driver on this. You can leave your comments and your opinion down in the comment section on this video if you want to, but I want to know what an individual thinks that has actually gone down that road, because I know that it is a big responsibility to add another truck to the fleet. I know that if I don't have the right person behind the wheel of this truck, then this truck can easily eat up the profits that truck is making. And even though I've never had a second truck or a driver working for me, I did used to run a fleet in another life, as in another business. And part of that fleet consisted of expanding from 1 vehicle to 2 to 3 to 4. And one thing that used to happen in that business to a lot of people that wanted to expand from 1 to 2 or from 2 to 3 is if you didn't have the right person on that second vehicle, on that second van, managing that second vehicle, then that second vehicle could end up costing you money and eating up the profits of the first vehicle. Anybody that has a second driver or a third driver or has had, worked with putting another truck out knows that what I'm saying along these lines is true. So that's the reason why I'm not 100% sure what exactly I'm going to do with this truck, whether I'm going to stick another driver on it or not. I'm going to start it up. I'll let you hear it. Let you hear what she sound like. Fires right up, buddy. Cold AC up in there. Show you what this Mercedes-Benz motor look like. I sprayed off under the hood yesterday. Took it to the truck wash and just sprayed off everything so I could see what I'm dealing with, see what's leaking and what's not leaking, and all that good stuff. So I sprayed off all the stuff up in there, sprayed off the bottom of the oil pan down there, sprayed off my slack adjusters and all that stuff, so that I could see what I'm working with. But did a little bit of research on this Mercedes-Benz motor, and again, several people told me they're like, the Mercedes-Benz motor is very similar to the Detroit 60 Series motor. They're just alike. So I didn't know that. So once I found that out, I felt kind of confident in dealing with this Mercedes-Benz motor. I don't know nothing about them. I've never had one before. The truck I have now has a Cummins ISX, and the last truck that I drove had a Detroit 60 Series in it. But she ready to go, man. She ready to go. Like I said, I got to get it inspected still. I'm gonna probably take it to my guy tomorrow to drop it off to him to get it inspected, get the oil changed in it, and also get the clutch adjusted, because I realized the clutch needed to be adjusted when I drove it the other day. And I need to adjust my brakes. I don't think I got self-adjusted slack adjusters back here. So, but again, man, she ready to go. She ready to ride. So just wanted to let y'all know this. I got a viewer. I hope he will see this video that requested maybe 2 weeks ago that I do a video on how to find a truck, how to buy your first truck, and how to inspect a used truck. And at the time when he asked me, I wasn't even thinking about buying another truck. And since then, the opportunity came up to get this truck. So be on the lookout for that video for that particular viewer. I can't think of his name right now because he reached out to me on Facebook, but I'm gonna try to get that video uploaded, how to inspect a used cheap truck. Because again, I didn't pay a lot for this, and like, to me, that's the bomb way to do it, man. Find you something that don't cost a lot of money, that's ready to run, that's ready to work, so you can go out there and make some money. So, like, to stick a driver on this, I ain't sure, but if I ever was gonna get a second truck and put a driver on it, this is the truck to do it with right here. This is 100% the truck to do it right here. The truck didn't cost a whole lot. The truck is real easy to drive. The truck shifts super easy. I don't even know why. I got the same 10-speed transmission that my International has in it, but this truck is super easy to shift. It's a day cab, so it whips around real easy. You know what I mean? So, and if I was gonna put a driver on a truck, this is the truck to do it with right here. So again, be on the lookout for that video. I'm gonna put that together for you guys. How to find and inspect a cheap used truck, so you can get out on the road and get to running. It's the Helpful Trucker. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you got value from it. Maurice Bay, the Helpful Trucker here. For more helpful CDL tips, go here, or consider subscribing to my YouTube channel right here. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but instead you chose to be here with me, and I really appreciate that.